Hello everyone, thank you for watching. I have not played Randomizer in a really long time, sort of got burned out on it after I made the tutorial video. Quit for 2-3 months, very ready to get back, especially with all the improvements that have been happening in Ship of Arcanian, including custom music, which is something that I've always seen in other playthroughs of people, but never actually implemented in my own Ocarina of Time. So this should be fun. So to prevent spoilers, let's just go to the file select screen. I got a fresh new seed ready to go. To keep a long story short, as an adult, unfortunately I don't have a lot of time on my hands. So here's the settings that I've settled on to sort of create a more fun, streamlined experience for myself. Basically, Season 6 settings where starting age is random. No crazy stuff in terms of entrance randomization, no warp zone randomization, but what I will do is I am going to shuffle the Kakiri sword and not start myself with an ocarina. So I still have to find that before being able to do songs. I have this feature set to random keyrings, which is something that I've actually not implemented in a run yet. So that should be fun. But otherwise, all the keys are just in their own dungeons, nothing too complicated there. We're going to do all the skips, including Skip's Scarecrow song, because I just feel that it puts an extra stop on the way, and I don't really feel like doing that. Item pool is balanced. We have ice traps enabled, which should be... I've had a lot of fun moments happen with ice traps. Some good debates, so to say. Other than that, we have Dempe's Diary Hookshot, which is a feature that I really like. And we can actually go to the House of Skulltulas to see what they are actually carrying before having to deliver all our Skulltulas or get hints from the hint stones. I'm going to be doing full wallets and blue fire arrows. Only excluded the Skull Mask, Mask of Truth, the Horseback Archery quest, and the 100 Gold Skulltula quest. I've also entered Serenade of Water and Prelude of Light. The reason that I've put these there is basically to minimize running around the map, because they take you from both ends to the map, and they're not really a requirement to get into any of the dungeons, like Requiem of Spirit or Nocturne of Shadow, for example. So that's basically it. So let's get into it. Okay, so what is this? Gerudo Valley, right? I'm pretty sure the item here doesn't spawn as adult, but we can still check for the the hint stone, I guess. So about the custom music, it's something that I actually really enjoy. I've sorted it to tracks that I either really have a really strong personal liking to, that are really nostalgic for myself, or tracks that I think have been programmed really good, because all these sequences have been done by a community of people that have been recreating stuff like this for playback in Ocarina of Time, and it's a lot of fun. Was that a wolf? Oh, right! I totally forgot to mention that. I have enemy randomization set to on, so we should be seeing some very weird stuff. Okay. First things first. Wow, that was a bit weird. What happened there? Unfortunately, I do not have the bunny hood yet, so we're going to be a little slow starting out here. Hyrule Field is on the way of the hero. So I guess we'll just accumulate some information by going to these hint stones early. No real checks that we can do here as adult, I'm pretty sure. Oh, look at that. See, the enemy randomization is doing its work. Alright, 50 Skulltulas is dead. That's always good news. Right, so actually, Haunted Wasteland is a foolish choice. Wow, okay. That was a little unexpected. So I'm pretty sure that's going to randomize the big flower enemies that we have in the field here as well. I guess now that it's getting to daytime, we might as well check CAC as adult. Always a good location to go first. Oh, what's this? Alright, that's true. Hyrule Field is on the way of the hero. Lens. Interesting. I'm also very happy that they've added more sounds to the randomization, because it used to be that a lot of the sounds that were in the game weren't actually part of the randomization, and they fixed that to... I don't think everything is in there, but a good chunk more is. They've added a lot. So there's some extra fun to be had with that. I'm actually curious, what does Navi say? Because we actually have Navi hints regarding the randomizer. Missing a small key in a dungeon, maybe the boss has it. That's actually, I think that's a really, really nice feature to add, because I do think that some of the more experienced players take this kind of knowledge for granted. And randomizer can be incredibly overwhelming to newer players. So just pointing out basic stuff like that is incredibly useful. So one of the other projects that's been floating in my head is doing a routing tutorial video. Now, don't get me wrong, there are already plenty of routing videos online. There's actually a great video series by Datso showing the fastest way to beat each dungeon, which is particular to the randomizer as well, which is really nice. Okay, I always fuck up this jump. Keep a little bit to the left. Okay, nice. I think I actually know the angle now at which to do this. The video just shows the entire route, and I don't feel that's necessary. I think some edited down version could be nice. Ooh, well, I guess we're doing some lens usage checks. CAC generally is pretty generous, so let's see what else it has in store for us. I really like taking this route, but I'm not really good at taking the jump. Let's see. Get on here. Do it like this. Oh no. See, I messed it up. I should have been able to climb on there, so I could have easily entered the windmill. But that's okay. Alright, so no interesting stuff here. I actually don't have an ocarina. I'm so used to entering this area with an ocarina, so I just sort of assumed that I could have done the check there, but I'm gonna have to remember that. That's gonna mess me up. Alright, some very applicable, or some very, I don't know, well-suited music for this minigame. Always high tension. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Fuck. Okay. Let's just start over with this, I guess. Alright. God, I feel so slow without the bunny hood. I really like the fact that they added the feature to wear the bunny hood as adult without having to do the equip swap thing, because it's just not a trick that really clicks with me. So it's nice to just be able to have that speed boost as adult without having to do some trickery. Alright, so let's see what the Skulltula folks have in store for us. So 10 is dead. Neighbor's Love, so 20 is dead. Claim check. So I actually have the Bigoran Sword trading sequence excluded from the checklist. So that one's dead as well. So there's 10, 20, and 40 dead. 30 is dead. And I'm pretty sure 50 is dead as well. So yeah, so no Skulltula checks. That's a weird one. Now I'm contemplating to go to... Yeah, we should probably just go to Zora's River to do the adult check there, just to get our Sphere Zero checks out of the way first. What is happening? Our wings! That's a problem. Okay, so I want hover boots, most definitely. But I'm actually unsure if we can obtain that. Oh boy. Oh, you cock. Guess this might have been a good decision. Skull Kid grants huge rupee, so that means Skull Kid's dead. Slingshot. Very happy to have checked this check first. Okay, that's not fair. That's definitely not fair. Great sound effects. Great visual effects, by the way, as well. Market is on the way of the hero. I actually don't know if I'm able to make this jump. I think we should angle it like this or so. And I overjumped. Should I be trying to get this now? I think I should. And having hover boots early is going to be just great. Let's actually look down. Okay, so this should be a good angle. There it is. Nice. So now that we have hover boots, we can actually do the last check here. Well, not the last check. This is a great start to a randomizer. Also one that I've not had too much. I don't think I've ever had hovers this early. What do we get? Rupee. Okay. So now it's on the way to the castle, turn into child, and then probably go to Kakariko Village. Kokiri Forest, I should say. I always get those confused. Oh god, oh god. Okay. This is great. The randomizer, the enemy randomizer is so much fun. Goma holds Zora scale. Sun Song in a grave horse or tunic. And Sacred Forest Meadow is on the way of the hero. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, right, let's actually check which dungeons we need to do. So, Light Medallion is in water. Jabu's Belly has forest. Spirit has fire. DC has the water medallion. We already have the Spirit medallion. And fire contains shadow. Okay. Can't wait to be able to move faster with bunny hoods. That's gonna be nice. So in terms of news that no one is excited about except myself, I started a career change as web developer not too long ago. One of the ways to sort of show your value as a web developer is to contribute to open source projects, which is basically projects that have the source code available for anyone to see, and if you want to contribute, you can do so. Song of Time can be found at Lon Lon Ranch. That's good to know, because... So I was like, what type of open source projects would I like to contribute to? Well, I like Randomizer. So I actually took a look at the repository for the tracker, and I noticed a very simple thing that was still missing. Something that I was actually missing when I started using the map tracker, and that was just being able to select the preset for Season 6 settings. So I downloaded the repository and took a look at it, figured out that adding the preset actually isn't too difficult. It's just like a JSON that you have to edit. And I hope to get a reply from the Discord channel about how to actually merge my forked repository with the actual project one. And that will have been my first contribution to an open source project, which is very exciting. Oh, Ruder's letter, nice. So that is actually our Way of the Hero check, possibly. So that would mean either Jabu or Ice Cavern, but probably Jabu. Oh, come on. I am so bad at this throw. Skulltulas have a nice color though, which is gonna barely make it into Lon Lon. So I guess we go Kakariko Village first, and then check Kak. The child checks for Kak later. Bomb Chews? Okay, so we're about to do some logic breaks. Very nice. Wait, what am I doing? I don't even need to collect these things. We don't have to do the Skulltula checks. I actually cannot do the Ocarina checks either. Oh, we're going to have to do some backtracking later, because there are some very, very crucial checks that I've been prioritizing that we can't actually do until we get the Ocarina. So let's try this. I actually saw people do this in a race. Okay, that works. It's a bit more difficult to set up than what I usually do, but works. I should have done the peak here, actually. Bottle, I will take that. And what I think I'll do is I'm going to reset just to see what the child spawn is. Because we know where we're going to spawn as adult, but we don't know where we're going to spawn as child. Fairy Fountain, okay. That's a new spawning location to me. Yeah, Kokiri Forest first, I guess. Just because of the amount of checks. Deku is a stone dungeon, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Yeah, so Deku is a stone dungeon. But it contains so many checks that if we find the Kokiri sword here, there's no reason not to do Deku. And that's one of the things that I've really been struggling with over the past like couple of weeks. Like, do I try to sort of read what the seed is trying to tell me through the Sphere Zero checks that I obtain and try to deduce what the randomizer wants from me? And I've really come to conclude that no, that's a waste of time. Just go figure out which areas have the most dense checks, or like which areas have the most checks, just to get that out of the way. And then hope that you can minimize backtracking as much as possible. So let's see how Mido's house treats us. We have at least one major item here. Wallet. Wallet is actually very nice to have at this point in the game, because we are going to do a couple of scrubs. I really need to pay more attention to my tracker. So up next, Lost Woods. Sora's River is on the way of the hero. We could sort of figure that out. But that probably does mean that... Let's see, which dungeons require Slingshot? So that's probably Deku, Jabu, and Jabu is a medallion dungeon. I'm pretty sure we can obtain the song just by entering the Sacred Forest Meadow area. Let's see if I'm actually right about that. And otherwise, we at least have some hints to help us on the way. Oh right, I forgot. Enemy randomization. That invisible spider. Oh hi. Okay. What was that aura that he had around him? Was that just? So that's interesting. The scrubs were replaced by 2 separate enemies. Okay, that's hilarious. Sacred Forest Meadow is actually on the way of the hero, so Zelda's Lullaby is probably going to be used in bottom of the well. And let's check the grave check as well. So we at least have 3 hints here, which is good because we have hint distribution set to very strong. Okay, I chose the wrong side to go. Final reward for frogs is Deku stick capacity, so that is basically dead. Pretty disappointing so far. Let me actually take a look at my map, see what some good locations are to actually check out. I guess we could still go to the Gerudo Valley check as well as Lake Hylia. I should have actually gone to Graveyard as adult. I'm a bit silly. Ooh, Hylian Shield at the bottom of the lake. So, what was scale again? Goma. So, if we find a Kikiri sword here, we could get a free shield, which is always nice. That's also a big reason to play Ship of Arcadian. It's just because fishing is so much easier. Alright, so I'm gonna let it be nighttime. And then what I'm gonna do is reset. And that should spawn us pretty much near Kakariko Village. Let's actually do this check out of sequence. I messed that up. Well, there goes one bomb shoe. Wasted. Oh, right. Enemy randomization. That's gonna be interesting. That was probably overkill in terms of item use, but it works. Nice. Okay. Bomb bag. Well, that was a splendid return on investment, I would say. That opens the world a lot. But that could also be a problem, because... Okay, I'm going to leave this unchecked for now, because we still have to... This was obtained out of logic, which I'm pretty sure we still have some very important items to obtain. One of them probably being at Dampé Digging or Dampé's Race. Or in the Shield Grave or wherever. Yeah, very sloppy not to have gone to Dampé's Race as adult first, because that's one of the most crucial Sphere Zero checks that you can obtain. And when I say Sphere Zero, for any people that don't know what that means, that's basically checks that don't require any items to do. So for example, Graveyard is always accessible you can always pull gravestones as a child, so this was a Sphere Zero check. This, however, is not necessarily a Sphere Zero check, but we'll check it out anyway. Don't have to obtain that. We do not have an ocarina. Okay, wait a second. Oh man, how did I do this again? I can actually check this out of logic. Alright, I'm gonna try and puzzle this out, because it should be possible. First, we're gonna get some bugs. We have to empty the contents of the bottle. Recapture the bugs. I messed that up. Shit, I'm gonna do this. It's not gonna be fast, but I'm gonna do this. Just to show off that I know about this trick. So we're gonna empty the contents of the bottle. Recapture the bugs. Backflip. Bottle, and then press another item. I should probably set this up a bit more efficiently. There it is. And there we go. Early access to the grave. Very nice. Okay, so another trick here. Well, we don't actually have to... Okay, hi! Yeah, I'm actually gonna see what I can do with slingshot here. The answer is not a whole lot, except for get rid of this bat. Then I'm going to retreat. This is gonna be a bit of a weird run, but should be fun. There we go, one shot. Hello. Man, the enemy randomization is also making for some very interesting challenges. Hi, Dark Link. Casually watching as I stroll right into the grave. Sun Song? Well, and that's actually vanilla. I didn't even realize that. So it is good to remember that we did that out of logic, because this is not the intended route for the seed, so we actually still have to do the other things first. We want it to be daytime. So what I'm going to do, again, is this trick. Drop the bugs. Recapture the bugs. Backflip other item, and messed it up. There it is. And now we can do Anju. Alright, let's see if that time save was worth it. That was... Yeah, I'm very happy to have done that. That's huge. Yeah, well, my mind is all over the place. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to become adult. Then I'm going to do the remaining Sphere Zero checks, like Dampé's Race. And then we can clear DC, which I'm pretty sure is a medallion dungeon. Or should we apply the trick one last time to actually do the checks? Yes, let's actually do that. Captured. Empty bugs, use stick. Play suns. And now we can do... Actually, all of Market, now that I think of it. Because we have Bomb Bag as well. Here's a story, and I'm sure most people aren't going to believe me when I tell this, but it really happened. I had 2 runs recently to get back into Randomizer. The first run, I got a pattern which was all left chests. The second Randomizer run that I did was all right chests. I got an ace on both sides of the chest containing the keys. It was ridiculous. And I don't think I'll ever see that happen again. But it was pretty cool. Hey, Worth. Okay. Okay. So... I'm pretty sure Deku is on the way of the hero. Because we have Slingshot. Market is on the way of the hero as well. So... I'm pretty sure even though Deku is a stone dungeon, it still has some progression items for us. But what the fuck is up with Market? Wait, what did we... Hold up. So we got Rudo's Ladder here. We got Kokiri's Sword. And we got a bow. So it probably wants us to go to Deku, Jabu, Forest. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Don't tell me the bomb lady actually has some crazy items for us as well. Okay, there is love. I can do without. There we go. Okay, that's much more modest. Yeah, market was crazy. So we're going to go graveyard first, just to do the Sphere Zero check thing. After that, we can clear DC, which is going to be our first medal dungeon. Should be a good order of doing things. God, I should just really expose the bottle for what it's worth, isn't it? Because we can actually get a Zora tunic now as well. And that's going to save us 200 rupees, so that's going to be huge. Also, I'm going to cheat at Danpei's race. Okay, what the fuck? Oh, no! That's interesting. So, why the fuck did it spawn there? Is there usually a readout there? I never saw it. Because I know it always plays readout sounds. I just never saw an enemy there. Oh, well, guess we don't have to do any diving. I did really want to be able to crouch stab. So it's nice to be able to do that. Also, I am going to be getting this Zora tunic. Just gonna be a little bit greedy. Oh god, that's actually... That was... Oh no! Okay, we're dead. Well, it's actually better that we died in this dungeon. Because we're just gonna spawn here, I think. Nice. Oh, whoops. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna lose my bugs this way. No. No, 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 no. Fuck. Well, shit. Can I... Wait, I can reset, right? Oh, fuck. Shame on me for cheating, I guess. God, I felt so smart. I felt so smart pulling that trick. And then the game just says, no, no. Alright, so Hyrule Phil is actually on the way of the hero, so we're still en route for some good stuff. Ocarina teaches Sarias. So that's going to be... That could actually be bad. The reason that could be bad is that could deny us entry to Forest. Now, there are ways around that. We could break logic using a trick to jump over Mido, I think he's called. So I guess, all in all, not too bad, I guess. Alright, let's do a cheating attempt one more time, because we do have bugs, right? We do. So I wanna get that Zora tunic. I'm gonna save here. Pretty sure if I fuck this up, we're gonna be sent back anyway. We're gonna have to angle this correctly. Let's actually see what the range on this is. So we get bugs. Backflip, empty bugs. And we messed it up and we're gonna lose our bugs again. So I'm very tempted to just reset that, but... What happened? What did I do? So I need to empty bugs, but I did Deku nuts, and that's actually not going to... Yeah, okay. That's fucked up. Now we don't have an easy way to get bugs. And I'm not going to warp all the way back to where we were. What I could have done is I could have reset. I could have gone back to Gerudo Valley. Jesus Christ, what? I go back to Gerudo Valley and then use the bug trick to play the warp song to warp back to the Temple of Time. Be closer to Kakariko Village, but, you know, feels a bit like overkill. Kakariko Village is on the way of there, so I've noticed. Oh, I actually didn't take notes of what else I got in Kakariko. That's bad, because now I don't know what the way of the hero stuff is. Yeah, I'm actually a terrible randomizer player. Randomizer is really difficult to play if you want to like do it fast, like be a racer. You have to not... So there's a lot of things that make a good racer, right? This is something else to possibly be the subject of a video someday. Because not only do you have to be aware of how the logic works and when to break logic, when to take into account if you've gotten Sphere Zero checks, reading Sphere Zero checks and whatnot, although I don't know how much that actually contributes to being a good runner. But then there's also just movement, right? Moving through the areas. And that is extremely difficult, but it can give you a big advantage if you know how to get through the dungeons quickly. Like, for example, okay, so here's one of the things that I would feature in the video. One of the things that's very accepted or taken for granted by the randomizer community, but that can be something for new players to consider, is, how do I want to phrase this? There's basically, you always want to do... what is this? Get out of the way, buddy. You basically always want to do the Dongo's Cavern as adult. And the reason is you can just skip over a few segments. For example, when we entered the dungeon, and this is also... You can do this... Okay, I'm going to show this. So the first skip is like being able to press that button that we did earlier to skip a portion of the section where you have to actually fight that gecko monster thing. Stalfos, I think he's called. The other is this. You can actually make the jump without hover boots. Now, hover boots is a lot easier. I'll actually just show this. When you have hovers, you don't have to aim it that specifically. You can just sort of like do this. Now, interestingly, this is the only boulder that you don't require a strength upgrade for, which is really weird. There might be more boulders, by the way. Like, for example, in Deku, you have a boulder that you can push as well as child without obtaining strength. And it's basically an identical boulder. Okay, so So there was one DC fight, King the Dongo fight that I had. I'm not sure what it was, but I think I threw a bomb while King the Dongo was rolling, and it resulted in a kill. I damaged him mid-roll. I don't know how I did it. I don't remember what I did, but it did happen. And that resulted in what could have possibly been a very, very quick DC clear. But anyway, there's our first medal. I should probably go to Goron City first, just because we can do a couple of checks there. By the way, we've been playing for a while and still no Ocarina. Okay, so again, routing, Goron City. If you have a bow, kill that Skulltula, aim for a bomb. Could be the left, could be the right, doesn't really matter. And easily stop that Goron from rolling. This is actually a very bad angle to do this. God, I'm very frightened to fall off now. Okay. Ah, damn it. Plundering Water Temple is a foolish choice. You love to see it. If you're a beginner player and you're struggling with getting tunics, don't forget you can just buy them when you get a wallet. That's something that I really had to learn when I started playing. Oh, look at that color. Look at that color. Plundering Jabu is foolish. Okay. Oh, I actually wonder, can we do something like get over to that chest easily? That would be hilarious. Okay, we can actually get rid of this though. Oh, can we just jump over? Nice. Okay, so we are actually trapped here, but that's... No, we're not. We can actually just jump back. That's awesome. That's only possible if that's a big chest. There could be a possibility that you can jump over that with a small chest, but I don't know it. So before I forget, it's actually a lot of fun. So I've been playing Randomizer myself for, I think, a little over a year or something. Not sure Shadow. That's actually really nice because Shadow is, I think, a metal dungeon. So I guess we go back to Temple of Time and then turn back Child because we can clear Deku and Deku seems to be high priority for us. So unfortunately, because I lost my bugs, we have to do the plebeian way and we have to walk all the way there. I should have probably checked in one of the grottos that we checked out if I could have gotten bugs there. I'm just not paying attention. But that's the thing. There's so much to be paying attention to in Randomizer. So much, especially if you want to do it quickly. It's really difficult. And I'm just not very good at it. I can't keep it all in my head. I'll tell you, if the Ocarina isn't that Deku, I don't know where it is. But that's okay, because if we don't find it, what I'll do is I will just do it with the bottle. It's not the fastest way, but it's fun, and it's a good way to you know, learn the strategy. Also, did I even get this check? Oh, don't tell me, vanilla. Oh. Wow. Well, there it is. God, that's so stupid. Spirit Temple Way of the Hero. Okay, well, okay. So I'm going to have to pay extra attention here because, oh God, this is gonna be something. Thankfully, we don't have any enemy obstructing this chest. Mirror shield. Enemy randomization is really messing me up, man. Yeah. Get into the explosion. Wow, that was one hell of a dodge, my dude. No jingle? What is that? And there's our scale. And there's our stone. I forgot that this is a stone dungeon.